After the left has spent years attacking Trump as a threat to democracy, J.D. Vance laid out the real risk to your essential freedoms.
I believe that we actually do have a threat to democracy in this country, but unfortunately, it's not the threat to democracy that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz want to talk about. It is the threat of censorship. And it's Kamala Harris saying that rather than debate and persuade her fellow Americans, she'd like to censor people who engage in misinformation.
In a new op-ed, Jonathan Turley lays out the facts, saying the Biden-Harris administration has been the most anti-free speech White House in 2 centuries, and it could only worsen if she wins in November. He joins us now. Professor, thanks for being with us. That's quite a statement. The worst in 2 centuries. There are some periods of serious censorship in American history. Tell me why you fear this is the worst.
Well, I discuss this in my book, The Indispensable Right, that this is perhaps the most dangerous anti-free speech period in our history, because we've never seen an alliance like this of the government, corporations, the media, academia, all aligned in favor of censorship and blacklisting. The Biden-Harris administration has been really profoundly committed to that task. And Harris particularly has supported censorship for disinformation. Governor Walz has been out there saying that misinformation and hate speech are not protected under the Constitution. And there's a crushing irony there. I mean, in calling for the censorship of other citizens accused of disinformation, the governor is spreading disinformation. He's been told repeatedly by many of us that he's wrong, that that's just completely and demonstrably wrong. The Constitution does protect those forms of speech.
That's absolutely true. Let's just illustrate what you're talking about. Harris and Walz pushing for censorship.
There has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation, and that has to stop.
It's undermining the idea that mail-in ballots aren't legal. I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
Professor, let's address those individually, actually. When it comes to Walz, I have been a little bit confused whether or not he's just plain ignorant or he is pushing for censorship. As you point out, that's misinformation. He's also said the fire in a crowded theater line, that's misinformation. That's not the limitation of free speech in America. Hasn't been since 1969. However, Harris is saying she's openly calling for censorship. She is embracing it in a way that is brazen.
Yeah, and she's not alone. You have 2 former Democratic presidential nominees who have been going to the sort of global elite, asking for Europe and others to censor fellow Americans. Hillary Clinton did that after Musk took over Twitter, went to Europe and said, please use the Digital Services Act, this really horrific new law, to censor fellow Americans because Musk isn't going to do it, force him to do it. And then you had John Kerry recently going to one of these international groups and saying that the First Amendment's blocking us and these poor governments can't really censor as much as they would want. And that line about the crowded theater, I address in my book, and it's come up in testimony where Democratic members have recited that line to me. And I told Representative Goldman from New York, I said, do you realize that you're citing a line from a case that sent a socialist to jail for opposing a draft by passing out a flyer quoting the U.S. Constitution? Is that the standard you want? And he said, we don't need a legal lecture, but I think they do. These are the same voices saying the same things since the beginning of our republic, that they have a reason to silence others.
It is pure misinformation. It's not the standard. Brandenburg versus United States replaced that old standard, and they do need a legal lecture. They need some understanding of the United States Constitution. Perhaps from you, Professor Turley. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Will.
All right.